Hello, what's up guys? My name is Gazanfar and today in this video we are going to create this hospital website using WordPress. We'll be using Elementor and Elementor Pro for this tutorial. We'll actually be replicating this website from an HTML template that have been given to me by a client. And I have been asked to replicate this website using WordPress. So in this website we have a home page, then we have about us, and we have a specific blog section. Then we have contact page and some other pages. Then most importantly we have an appointment page. So I'll be creating all of these features. Also I'll be showing you how you can create this sort of slider using Revolution slider, and we'll be using a form builder plugin which is Fluent Forms Pro. So if you are interested, please stay tuned and let's get started. Here I have installed a fresh WordPress on my hosting, and what I need to do first of all is to go to this appearance section and then this themes section, and I want to upload a theme that is Astra. So I'll install this theme, and once it is installed I will activate this theme. Once the Astra is activated, the next thing that we will do is to go to this pages section and we will create all of these pages. The first page is clinical scan, which is basically the home page. By default WordPress will create these two pages, you don't have to worry about them, and you simply moved them to the trash because we want to create our own pages on the website. So I will remove the trash and I'll click on this add new. So the first page that we want to create is clinical scan. So the first page is clinical scan, and always remember that the template will be Elementor full width, and we will set up the permalink structure later. We don't have any parent page. In case you have parent page, you will choose your parent page from here. For the Astra setting, we have sidebar, content layout, and some section setting alongside with transparent header. So for the sidebar, we want no sidebar on this page, and for the content layout we want it to be full width stretched. We do not want any title and we do not want any breadcrumb here. So after this you are good and click on publish. So our first page is created. We need to create another page with the name of about us, and we will apply the same settings as before. For the sidebar we want it to be no sidebar and full width stretch, and disable title and disable breadcrumb, and we'll hit publish. In the similar fashion I will create the remaining pages. If you want to see, just stay here, otherwise you can skip ahead. So now we have created our pages. If I go to front end of the website, you can see here we have all the pages, and because we have applied a new theme, so the appearance of our page have changed. So don't worry about this, we are going to create everything from scratch now. So the next thing after creating the pages you have to do is to go to settings, and then you will have to go to reading. Once this will open, you will choose a static page, and from here you will choose um, clinical scan, because clinical scan will be your front page or the home page of the website. So I'll click on save changes. Once that is done, you'll click on this permalinks, and from here you will always choose post name, and we will choose save changes. So for now we have created the pages, and we have set it up a new home page for our website, which is clinical scan, and we have changed the post name. So if I click on this appointment, you will see now the appointment is appearing in the URL. So the next step that is, you have to go to this plugin section, and then you will have to install this Elementor. I already have installed this Elementor in here. If you want, you can install a cache plugin as well. This will like speed up your website. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. Next thing I want to do is to upload a slider plugin, which I already have on my desktop. So I want to upload this. Once the plugin will get uploaded, you will have to click on activate plugin, and this revolution slider plugin will get activated. So it is taking some time to get activated, and now the slider revolution plugin is activated. The next step is that I'll have to install the Elementor Pro. For that I'll use a manual procedure, which is via file manager. So I will install a file manager plugin. So I'll install a file manager, and from the file manager I already have Elementor Pro. The zip file is not working, I don't know why, so that is why I'm using the file manager. I'll upload the Elementor Pro plugin directly from file manager on the website. So now my file manager is loading. It is asking me to verify. I said no thanks. From here you will have to go to WP content, and from here you will go to plugins. It's opening, and for now I have these plugins. I need to upload a folder for my desktop, which is Elementor Pro. This is Elementor Pro, and I will upload this plugin. It will take some time to get uploaded. Once it will get uploaded, I'll be able to use the plugin. So now our plugin is get uploaded from file manager. Let's see if it is appearing in plugin section. So I'll open plugin, and now you can see we have Elementor Pro here. I'll simply activate this plugin. And now we have Elementor Pro, Slider Revolution, and the file manager. I do not need this for now, so I'll deactivate this plugin. So we are good now. We have all the plugins we need. We have the slider plugin we want, and we can get started now. So if I show you the front end of the website, it is appearing like this. So we will start by creating our menus. For that we'll go to appearance and then menus. Here you will be able to create the menus as per your convenience. Here you can write the menu name as it suggests. You can write main navigation, main menu, or anything that you want. This will not appear on the front end of the website. This is just for your reference. So I'll create this menu. Once the menu is created, what I want is to add all of the pages that I have created into this menu. Then I'll have to check the sequence. First is clinical scan, then about us, and then we have our blog as a drop down here. Just for the drop down, you'll simply like hold this and drag it above to a little right side, and it will become a drop down. Then we have this contact us, and then we have, I guess, MRI and CT scan. Sorry, CT scan first, and then MRI, and then appointments. Once that is done, you will check this as primary menu and click on save menu. So with this, our menu is created. And now if I show you the front end of the website, you can see we have a drop down and all of our menu is appearing there. So now we have created the menu. The next step is to create the header. We'll create this header using Elementor, but first I want to extract all of these images that are available on this web page so that I can utilize them on the website. For that, I'll use this extension, which is Fatkun batch download image. I'll click on this and I'll click on download current tab. It will automatically extract all of the images that are available on this web page. So I'll have to wait a little bit and the images will get extracted. Now I guess these are all extracted. What I can do is to simply click on this download icon and all of the images will get downloaded in my computer. Because I need all the images, so I'll download all of these images. So now we have downloaded all the images. I'll have to check where I have these images, and here I have all the images. So I'll upload these images on the website by simply going to media. You can always upload the images in the process, but for me I always upload the images before I start creating the header. So I'll select all the images and click on open, and all the images will start uploading on the website. So for now we have these 21 media files. This will not take much longer, so we'll wait for them to get uploaded. So now we have our logo and all the images that we want available right here, so we can get started now. So in order to create the header, what you will have to do is to hover your mouse over this template and then you will click on this theme builder. Please make sure you have the Elementor Pro version available. I will provide you the URL to purchase the Elementor Pro so that you can purchase the Elementor Pro for yourself. Now you will click on this add new, and from here you will have to choose header because we are going to create a header. Here you can name your template. I'll name it as header and I'll click on create template button. Once I'll click on create template, Elementor page builder will start loading on my website. Once it will get uploaded, we will good to start creating our website. Because we want to create this sort of header, so we will not use any predefined templates from Elementor. So if you analyze this, we have this top header bar and then we have this main header. So for that, we'll click on this plus icon and we'll choose like this structure of 3 columns. And if you see this, we have this in full width, so you will choose this content width as full width, and there is little bit padding here, so we'll be able to add some padding from here. I always use padding in percentages, so from the left side, let's say we want to use 2% padding, and from the right we want to use 2% padding. In here we have this phone icon, and then we have this email icon. So for that, I'll use the icon widget, icon box, and I'll align this to the left side, and I'll copy this and paste it here. Now we have phone icon here, so I'll use this phone icon. Next step is to check what font size they are using. For that, I always use an extension which is what font. I'll click on this, and if I click on this, it will show me that the size is 15 pixel, and for text it is 13 pixel. So I'll use the same sizes. Content, for the content it is 13 pixel, and for the icon it is 15 pixel. I can always remove the spacing among them. After that, I'll simply reduce some of the spacing here, and vertically I will align them to the middle, and I will copy this and paste it here, and again I'll have to align them to the middle. And for now I want to uh, copy this email address, and I want to paste this email address here, and I will change this icon envelope. So now we have these icons set it up, but the next thing that we want to do is to set up the similar color and the similar font size. For that, I'll use again the same extension. We have the font family, which is railway, and we are using the font size of 13 pixel. What I will do is to go to this site setting, and again in global colors, and the global colors I'll use these colors. Want to use this color as my primary color, so you can see our colors have changed now. Then I will again use a color picker extension, which is Colorzilla, to pick other colors from the website, and I want to use this color from logo. I'll copy this color and I will use it as secondary color. Then the next color that I want to use is this sort of purple color. Um, let's pick this color. You can add as many colors as you want, or I'll use this other extension. You can always try between extension whichever work for you, but these two extensions definitely work every time I try them. So we have these colors. For the text, I have a white color, and then I have this color, so I can pick this color from here, and I will choose this color as my text color, And for this titles, I want to add this color as the accent color. So now we have all the colors added except one color, which is this one, I guess. Yes, so I'll copy this color and I will add another color here. Yes, I'll have to pick this color as well, and I will add this color here. We do not have we have actually other colors, but we will add them later. Once the colors are done, you can rename them like this. This is for slide, and this is for slide as well. This is for background section SB. I'll use a short form. Once that is done, you'll click on this arrow and now you can choose the global fonts. Let's see what fonts we are using. We have this railway, and we are using railway. So our primary font will be railway. We will use a combination of colors, a combination of fonts. So let's say I want to use pop-ins along with railway. So our text, let it be railway, and for accent, let it be pop-ins. Once that is done, you'll get back, and from there you can choose the body color, body text color, and body typography. For the typography, we want to choose railway, and for the body color we have this font color. Again, for the links you can use different colors if you want. So for the links, let's say we want to use this color, which is blue, or I'll use this red color. I'll use this red color. I'll use pop-ins here. For the H1, H2 and every H tag, I'll use railway actually. So we have set it up the typography here. Then we can choose the styles of buttons here. For the buttons, I want my typography to be pop-ins, and for the text color, first of all we use the background color. For the background color, let's say we want, normally it is to be red, and text color to be white, and for the hover we want it to be something like blue, probably this blue, sky blue, which is sky blue, and the white text color. Once that is done, you can head back and you can choose among form fields if you want, but these are all the global colors and global fonts, typography and button styling that you have to do before you start creating anything on your website. So once that is done, you will click on this update button, and then you can click on this cross icon. This will make our life much easier. So if you now check, I'll have multiple options available. So I can choose among railway. We'll definitely have to choose among font sizes, but once that is done, I can copy and paste this style here. So next is we have to add another section with these three columns in here. So I'll click on this plus icon, and with three columns I'll use the same dimension as above. So from here I can use like 25% for logo, and for the gap I can keep probably 30% gap will work fine. And then here I'll have some menu. Then here I want to add my logo. I didn't added a logo. For that I'll have to copy this URL and have to open this URL in a new tab, and from here I can click on customize. Once you will click on customize, the theme customizer will open. So there is a difference between theme customizer and Elementor customizer. Elementor customizer settings will only apply if you are using the Elementor page builder or any post or any page, but the theme customizer will apply on overall website. Okay, always keep this in mind. Again, we will have to set up some global setting here. So the base typography, we had railway. You will notice a change in font here now. Then for the headings, we want it to be railway as well. These will automatically get inherent from this heading font family. Don't worry about that. Again, we'll have to set up this, but instead I'll click on this save draft button first, and then I'll go to site settings and then global colors, so I'll not have to pick up the colors again from scratch. So I'll simply copy these colors. For the text we have this color. Then we have this container option. We have container width, layout. You can choose among layouts. Then we have page layout option here. We can choose full width content option. Then we have blog post layout and archive layout and everything. You can choose among them. Then we have this button options available, just as we have this button option right here. So for normal, we want the background color to be red and text color to be white, and maybe I can use this black color background with white text for the hover, just like this. And let's see, we have then we have button font, and we want to choose Poppins as our button font. Once that is done, I'll again update this color from here because I want to use a black color here. So I'll update this, and once that is done, I'll go to this header builder because I want to change my site identity, which is site logo. So I'll have to choose a logo. First I'll choose this logo. I do not want it to get cropped, so I'll choose this logo and I'll rename this site as clinical scan, advanced MRI. Like I'll name this as clinical scan for now. And I do not want to display my site title. For the site tagline, I do not want any site tagline. And for the site icon, this is also called the fav icon. You can view this here. So I can choose a fav icon here. Here we have the fav icon, so I'll select this and I'll again select this, skip cropping, and now you can see our fav icon is updated. Once that is done, we are good here. Then the last thing that we have to do is to remove this copyright from here. So simply click on this and copyright will get removed from here, and you can always remove the text from here as well. Once that is done, click on this publish button, and all of the settings that you have made, all the styling option that you have created will get updated here now. Okay, I think we can choose the layout to default, the global container content boxed page layout default. Once that is done, I will refresh this Elementor page builder. Once it will get refreshed, what I need to do is to choose a background color. Here now we want to use a background color of white, and here we also want to choose a background color of white. Now we can choose our site logo widget here, and you can see our logo is appearing here now. The next thing that we need to do is to create our navigation menu here. Always vertically align this in the middle, and then we can choose what font size we want to choose. We have 13 and 600 weight, but I think that will look a little smaller. So the typography, we want to choose this Poppins, railway. Text color, we want to choose a jet black color here. And for the hover, let's say we want the text color to be like this, and the pointer color also appear like this. And for the active, we do not want any pointer, but we want our text color to be red like logo. Okay, or we can hide the pointer from here as well. Then if you click on this content, you can always choose between layouts. I always use this horizontal layout. You can choose the vertical layout or the drop down layout as well, but I always use this horizontal layout. And you can align the things, so I'll align the things toward the right side, or you can stretch the things between the space that you have available. And then you can choose the pointer. I do not want any pointer. Then you can choose the sub menu indicator here. Always click on this full width for your responsive devices. You will understand why I choose this full width in a while. Also for the toggle alignment, we want the alignment to the right side, and once that is done, this is how our header is looking on the desktop. But this is not looking as good as we wanted, so we will try to fix this. We may choose a background color here, this red color, and we can choose the color for icon to white and color for content to white as well. I'll copy this and paste this style. This red is so much reddish, so I'll use a similar color in here, just like this. So now it is quite fine. Although there is a thing that I want to do, I may add a button which will be a call to action button in order to grab some of the appointments. Also, the stretch is not working fine, so I'll use this, and I may remove the horizontal padding little bit so everything seems in line. Then what I can do is to duplicate this section. I want to add a button. It is my personal experience that adding a button increases uh, appointments, just because it is an hospital website, so appointment booking is the main purpose of the website. So I'll add a button for the visitors to know what they have to do on the website. Okay, so I'll name it as book an appointment. This is called a call to action. A call to action is always necessary on the website, so the customers should know what they are doing on the website and what they are supposed to do. I want to link this button to this page. For that, I'll copy only this part and assign this as the link, so that whenever someone click on this book an appointment, they will redirect to appointments page. Again, I will choose a color which I think black is fine, and for hover, just like this. You can also choose the hover animation, which I choose grow, so that whenever someone hover over this button, this will grow. Now we can add some padding in this section towards the above of this section and to the bottom of this section, so our header will look like this. So now our header is created for the desktop version. We want to adjust this header for our mobile devices and the tablet devices. You can see it is not looking fine on tablet, so we'll have to fix this. For that, I will choose like 30% margin for this, and then 30% for this, probably 25%, 20%, and I will increase column width of this section so that it will position right here. Now I'll have to vertically align this in the center. I can increase its padding like 25% column width for my logo, and want to increase this. Want to decrease the content width for my menus, and I want to increase the content width for this button like this, and I can reduce the content width just like this. Now you may notice our hamburger is colorless, and we have not set it up colors for this menu items. So for that, you'll click on this drop down. If you click on this hamburger, this is called the drop down. We can fix the color for this. For the background color, let's say we want to use this black color, and for the text color we want to use a white color, and when someone hovers it is looking fine. And for the active, we want our background colors to be white and our text color to be black, or we can use reddish background colors with the white text color. So now this is done. The next thing is we can choose the color for our toggle button. For that you can choose the background color in normal, so I'll use a reddish color with this white color, and for the background I'll use on hover, I'll use black color with white color. So when someone will hover over this, it will change the color. We can increase or decrease the sizes of this hamburger menu as we want. So this is how it is looking on tablet. If you want, you can always increase or decrease the padding for these devices to match the styling of your website. Now we'll fix the responsiveness for the mobile devices. For this, we don't want to display this, so we'll go to responsive and hide this on mobile. I actually do not want to display whole of this section on the mobile devices, so I'll hide this on mobile devices. For this, I'll have to simply adjust the column fits, so I will choose like 40% or probably 50%, and 10% width for this. Now I have remaining 40%. I'll use 30% here, but I'll use 55% for logo, and I'll increase 5% for this. It's like this. This book and appointment button will work fine, so I'll keep as it is right here. So this is how our header is looking on mobile devices. So now we have created our header. Once the header is created, we'll click on this publish button. We'll have to add a condition, and we want to display it for entire site, and we'll click on save and close. And now our header is live. If I refresh this, you can see we have our header appearing right here. Once the header is created, the next step is to create the footer of the website. So I'll have to create this footer. In order to create this footer, you'll have to again exit to the dashboard. Once you are here, again you will click on this theme builder, and now you will again choose this add new and choose footer. Select a name. I always use footer, so I'll click on create template. The Elementor page builder will start loading again. We want to create our own footer just like this one. So we have 1 2 3 sections, so we'll use this template. For the background color, we can always pick the colors using the extension, which is Colorzilla. I'll copy this and I'll add the background color just like this, and I want to add some padding on the top and on the bottom. Alright, in the first column I want to use my logo, and I'll align this to the left side. I'll adjust the size of this column, and in the next column I want to add this text. So for that I'll use this text editor widget, and I will paste that text right here, and I will change the font color to the white color. And in this third tab I'll use this location. So I basically have to use some icon list widget here. For the location I can paste it here, and can use this map marker widget here. Don't worry about the styling, we can fix it. And we can use this phone number and email in the contact section as well. So here you have option to choose the layout. You can choose inline or default. Default is fine. Apply links for full width, that is fine. And again, if you go to this style tab, you can choose the space between items. You can set the alignment toward left, right or center. Then here you have this icon alignment settings. For the icons we want to use this white icons, or probably we can use this reddish icons. And for text color we definitely want it to be of white color. So that is done, and we have to add another section here. I'm actually creating this website on behalf of Creative Graphics, which is managed by One Stop Hospital Solution. They are located in India. So I'll paste this color. I will once again copy this from here and paste it there. And I'll copy this and paste it right here. And I want to align them in the center. Plus there is one more thing. If I do this, I'll have more space. One like 4 pixel to the top and 4 pixels to the bottom is fine. So this is how our footer is looking now. But there is one thing that I am missing, which is I have not set it up the alignments. I'll choose full width, and as you remember we have choose like 2% from the left side and 2% from the right side. Now this is looking fine. Okay, once that is done we will check for responsiveness. On the tablet this is looking fine. On the mobile devices our footer is looking fine. I'll just have to switch the things and responsiveness just like this. Once that is done, I'll click on this publish button and I'll add a condition for entire site and I'll click on save and close. Now if I refresh our website, now you can see we have our header and we have our footer created. Now we have created the footer. We are about to create this slider using slider evolution. uh, just because this website is not created using WordPress, we will try our best to replicate as closer as possible using slider revolution. So for that, simply click on slider revolution plugin. I will provide you the theme file for this plugin just for learning purposes. If you want to use the plugin for commercial purposes, please purchase the plugin from actual developers. So from here, we want to choose new blank template. Once you click on create a new module, a similar window will appear for you if you first time install this plugin. So if you want, you can simply click on the start guide and here they will show you if you want to choose a slider, a scene or carousel. For me, I want to use a slider, and then it will ask you for dimension. If you want an auto dimension, the module dimension will automatically adjust surrounding container width, keeping its aspect ratio. If you want the full width, you can choose the full width. If you want a full screen, you can choose a full screen. So for now, I'll use this full width module. I'll click on next step, and then you will have a couple of more options where it will say you for classic linear resizing or intelligent inheriting. Intelligent inheriting is good. Then you click on go to editor. So for now we have this slider, and here we want to, first of all, we want to add this background image. So for that, we'll go to this tab and here you will choose background, and currently it is set to transparent. You'll have to choose as an image. If you want, you can choose a YouTube video, Vimeo video, HTML5 video, or an external image. But for now I want to choose an image from my media library, and here I have this image. I'll use this image as the background, and now you can see we have the same image here as our background. Here you can choose the background. I want it to be cover the whole area and position to be center. Right, once the background is created, we want another image of this MRI CT scan machine. So for that, we'll go here and we have to add a layer with the image, and we want our image from WordPress library, and we have this image, I guess probably this image is loading. It is loaded. We can keep our image there right in the center. So we have a total width right like here, and we keep our image at like there. Okay, now what we have to do is to add this text here, which is MRI or CT scan. Now as easy as X-ray. Instead of typing what I want, if possible, I want to copy this text from here. So I'll copy this. I will again add a text layer, which will be quick style headline. Basically it's a headline, so I'll add a headline, and here it will show me various things. We can choose among them. So I think this one is looking fine with pop-ins, and we have this here. We can add our text as I have added, and the text color is black. In the style tab, here you can choose the font size. I'll choose 40 pixels because 60 pixels is large. And here is the width. Semi bold is fine. And here you can choose the color. We want a black color. We want a black color here. And if you want to keep a background color, you can choose a background color, and then here you can choose the spacing and the border colors as well. But this looks fine for me now. Right there. Then we have this revolution ACTS. I'll copy this, and what I can do is to duplicate this layer. Once I will duplicate this layer, I can paste this here, and I can simply drag it from here, and I can choose color from there. So I'll copy the short code, and in here I'll go to style tab, and in the style tab I'll change this color to the color code that I have added. Okay, then you may notice this is a little bit bolder, so we can make it a little bolder, just like this. And then there is one more thing, which is this text is right here, and we have this image just like this. Just because I want to replicate this website, so I'll try my best to keep the things as similar as possible, alongside with some of the customizations that I think will help them to optimize their appointments and increase their conversion rates. Then we have this text. So what I can do is to create a text document, and I can copy them here. Now I have this text here. I'll copy this text, and I'll have to add another layer with the quick style content, and for this I may use probably something with shadows, this, and with shadows right here. So I'll choose this layer, I'll go to content, and I'll paste what I have copied here, and the color is all red. So I'll copy this color, I don't know why it's not copying. It just did. So I'll copy this color using Word font extension. I'll go to style tab, and here I can choose instead of 16 I may use 22 pixels, which is a little big, but this is fine, just like this. And now I have to change the color, which is on style tab. Just like this, and I think we want it to be bold. Also, we want this to be like 30 pixels. And at the end, we have to add this book and appointment button. Book for that, we'll choose a layer and a button, and we have multiple options available for the button. Let's say we want to use this button. I have this button right here. I'll drag this button here, and in the content we can choose book appointment. Then if you right click on this and click on edit, and like click on this actions, you can choose menu link and scroll. Like you have multiple actions available, so you can choose the action. Link to URL, we can add the URL link which is on appointment page definitely. So we'll copy this URL and we'll paste this URL right here. Once that is done, we'll close this, and we have to stylize this button. I think we can keep this blue, and on hover we may change some of the colors. The background color, we want to change this on hover to red, and then change. This is hover and this is normal. Okay, so this our slide is created now, and we'll have to create one new slide. Because we have created this slide, it will be easier for us now. Well, once the slide is created, you can save this slide, and from here you can view your slides. I'll duplicate this slide so that we have slide number 2. Once we have this slide duplicated, what we can do is to change this image. We have second image of this. We'll insert this image. Now we have this image. We want our text aligned toward the left, and our machine to be aligned right here. So we have ultra modern technology. I'll copy the text so I have copied the text. I'll copy this, and I want it to be replaced with this. on Pages tab, and from here, because ClinicoScan is our home page or front page, we'll click on this Edit button, and from you can have a look at the front end of website here. Here we have this page open, and we'll click on Edit with Elementor. Once we click on Edit with Elementor, the Elementor page builder will start loading on our website. It is loading. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 sections on our website to create. So the first section is the slider that we have created. For the content width of this section, we want it to be full width, and for the background, we want a solid white background. Here I will search for slider, and we have a widget named Slider Revolution. We'll check this, and we want to use this slider here, and this is how our slider is currently looking. We will definitely adjust its height and width later, but before we will create our slideshow. Once that is created, we'll click on update, and we can always preview the things from this little icon if you click on this. So you can see this is how it is looking. If you want to adjust, like let's say I want to adjust the height and width of this slideshow right now, so what I'll do is to click on this slider one, and it will open up this slider in the editing mode in WordPress. So let's just wait for it to open in editing mode, and we will adjust the height and width of this slideshow. It is loading the content. Now we can start replicating this page. So for that, we'll click on this Edit with Elementor. Otherwise, we already have opened this here. I will simply refresh this page so that all the changes we made to Slider Revolution will indicate there. So we have successfully created this slider section. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more sections to go on this home page. Now this is loaded. It's still loading, and we will start creating further section on our website. So next up, we have this trusted CT scan and MRI center in Mulund, Mumbai section. We need a white background for this section first of all. Moreover, this is not a full width section, this is a boxed section, so boxed is fine, and we want the background color to be white. Once that is done, we want to add a title. We'll grab this heading widget and paste it here and align it in the center, and by using this extension, which is what font, you can see what font size it is using. It is using 50 pixels, so we will change this to 50 pixels, and now I will simply copy this and paste it here. But you can see the 50 pixel is big in my case because I'm using a different font and they have the different font. Probably I may move to and other font which I had Poppins. I guess Poppins will look good, and I can choose 50 pixels with Poppins. No, so let's say we want to use 40 pixels with this much bold. I will add some padding in here. Go to advanced tab, and I always add padding in percentages, so 3% to the top and 3% to the bottom. Then we have a little text section here. For this I will again use a text editor widget, and I will align it in the center, and I will paste the text in here. Once that is done, now you may notice we have 3 more sections created with 3 different colors. So not a big deal. What we will do, we will grab an inner section there and paste it here and duplicate it so that we have 3 sections. And now we have one title, and we have some text, and then we have button. So I'll quickly create a skeleton and drag the widgets that are needed there. So now we have all the widgets that we needed. Moreover, you may notice that the things are in line there, and we have more space on the top and bottom. In order to achieve that, you'll use some padding, just like this. 12 pixel and 13 pixel will look fine. And now we can use our ColorZilla extension to grab the color codes, and we can add those color codes in here. Then we will change the font color so that it will match the overall design of the website. This black color looks good. We will only change the hover color to white, and then we will change the text color. So once that is done, we can add some hover animation so the website will become some sort of interactive. Now we'll copy this, and we can paste it here. Don't worry about the font sizes, because I think the font is looking good now. In my case it is looking good, so I'll not bother to change the font style and font sizes. But if you want, you can always change those font sizes. Then we have, it says view more. The best thing that I think about Elementor is you only have to create things for once, and then you can utilize them in other sections. I'll show you how. Like I am creating this section, and I can utilize this and further section. So I have created this section. What I will do, I will simply duplicate them, because I need 3 sections. So I'll remove these sections, and for this I'll change its color. I remember I have copied those color codes. So I'll copy this text and I'll paste it here, and I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Once again, we'll have to change the color of this to this color, and we have view more. Then we have this tab for contact us anytime. So I'll copy this and paste it in here. and rename this to get direction. I think I'll have to reduce the size of this font to something like 22 pixels. 22 pixels is good. So once that is created, we have successfully created this section. I will update this section. Next up, we want to create another section. So I'll choose this and I will choose a white background. Once again I will add some padding like 3% to the top and 3% to the bottom. You can choose the padding in pixels just to keep all the font sizes similar or throughout the website. I will copy and paste the widgets that I have previously used so that I will not have to stylize them over and over again. So I'll copy this title and paste it here, and I will copy this text from here and I will paste this text in this widget. You may notice that this word is touching the words above, so for that we can add some line height in here to adjust that, just like this. So this is fine, and you can see that this is looking big because this is in heading 3. We want it in paragraph. Once you will convert it in paragraph, the text will look fine. Now we have 3 sections in here, so in order to achieve those, we will again use inner section widget and we will convert it into three columns, and we want to use 3 images first of all. Now you have couple of options available. You may use image box widget here, because with image box widget you will get image, the title and the description all together. So for this image, I remember I already have uploaded all of those images, so I'll simply paste it here and increase its width, and I will copy this text, which is MRI, and this is about MRI. Image position is good. Or we can adjust some spacing in here, or we can do some border radius. And about the content, we can increase the content size, and we were using 22, here we will use 24. Once this widget is created, we can copy this and paste it here, and again we will duplicate this because we have the similar layout for other sections. So this is for CT scan. Now we have these sections created. What we want to do now, we want to have 2 of more sections in here, so I will delete this section, and now we have 2 sections here. And for this, I want to copy this X-ray, this is X-ray, and I will paste the title. I'll copy the content from here and I will paste this content. Once again, we'll choose the background color. We'll choose a red background color. This is, I'll have to grab the color code. I'll grab the color code and I'll paste it here. Once that is done, next up we'll add some padding like 3% to the top and 3% to the bottom. And instead of creating all of those sections again and again, I'll copy these sections and I'll paste these sections in here. Now you may notice that they have those background, so we can add a white background in these sections just like this. I'll copy this section and I'll paste its style in there. Now we have some spacing in here. We can add this spacing by simply adding some margin in there just like this. Okay, once that is done, we can add some border radius so that it looks good. So I'll simply copy this and paste its styles to other sections, and now our sections looking like this. So I'll simply copy this title. We only have title for this and we not have this. Okay, for the text position, we have text aligned toward left, so I'll align them toward the left side. And then we have a button that says appointment for MRI. We already have created some buttons. I will copy the button and paste it here and rename it to appointment for MRI. And there we have an MRI machine. Yes, I will basically I will delete them and I will duplicate them just like this, and then I will change their images and change the text. We don't have a button here, we have icons in there. So what we'll do, I remember I have created such icons in the widget, in the footer area that is there. So what I'll do, I'll simply grab those icons instead of creating them from scratch. So I'll hover there and I'll click on footer. Once our footer is loaded, I will copy this widget from here and I will paste this widget here. You can see the text color is white and it is not appearing there, but when I'll change the text color it will look fine. So I'll close this and I will simply copy this text and in the list I will change the text for those contact details. Just like this. And now this section is created. I'll update this section. Now you can see there is a problem with the buttons. When I hover over them, the color changes to white that matches the background. So we'll have to fix that. In order to fix that, what we can do is we can use a different color, just like this. And for this we do not want any of the hover animations. Now it is looking good. Now the things are not in line. In order to keep them in line, we'll add some spacer in here, and I'll remove the spacing just like this. By adjusting a little bit of spacing, our buttons will become inlined, and after that we'll have to add some padding in here. So it should look like this. Now we have created 4 sections, I guess. Now we have 2 more sections to go. One for the doctors. Let's create the section. So I'll simply copy this section and paste this section here, and I will copy the title, which is transforming the patient experience in healthcare, because it is a hospital website that specializes in CT scan and MRI. So the layout is similar for each section, which is a plus point for me because they didn't ask me to do a lot on this website. So I remove this. Here I'll simply have to add the name of these doctors, which is Dr. Karan Patil. So basically this is our section created. Now we have one last section, which is this. So I'll choose this layout, and I want it to be the full width section. In here you can see we have a background image of a doctor. So for that we need an image. I don't know if that image is, yeah, we have that image extracted. So I'll paste it here. Position, center, center, repeat, no repeat, and size should be cover. Always remember these settings whenever you start working on full width section. Remember these settings. Now I'll have to copy this title, and I'll have to paste this title here. I'll align it toward the left side, and I will copy and paste this section here. I'll change the color to white, and the font size should also be changed. Well, once again I'll have to change the font size, as 32 is looking fine to me. I'll copy this button and paste the button in here. Then I'll add a spacer on the top and one spacer at the bottom. and then I'll adjust the height just like this. And now I'll have to adjust some padding just like this. So this section is created now. I probably need to add some space here just like this. Now the next section we have this, and I need the color code for this section. Now it is easy for me because I already have created the structure for one section, so it will not bother me a lot. I'll simply copy this and paste its style. I'll again have to paste that color code, and I'll have to remove this image. And now I can copy this title, which is advantages of clinical scan. By using this word font extension, I can pick up the font size, which is 25 pixel and 14 pixels. So I'll have to choose 25 pixel text, and definitely I'll have to reuse some line height from here. Once that is done, I can add a text widget in here, which we were using here, and I'll paste it here. I'll align it toward the left side, and I'll change its color to white. Now I'll copy this text and I'll paste this text in here. This is in paragraph but bold. I want it to be bold in here. Now we have some icons. For that, I will copy these icons and paste them here, and I'll change the text color to absolute white so that it should match, and the icon color to black, just like this. And then I can copy these I will change some of these icons, and this is looking fine. Now the last section that we have, I'll duplicate this and delete this one, and I will first of all copy the color code, and I will paste that color code there. Then I'll copy this text and these are some of the testimonials, so I'll have to copy these testimonials and I'll use a different widget there. We'll use a testimonial widget, testimonial carousel. We have only 2 items in the testimonials, so the name and the designation or title. We don't have an image for this. I will stylize them soon. So now our testimonials are added. We can choose the slides per view, slide to scroll, and we can also choose their width. We also have some more options available. If you want to show the arrows, you can show them. I do not want to show the arrows because I want the dots to be appeared below the testimonial. I want them to be autoplay in infinite loop, and they should pause on hover. Also, they should pause on interaction. Now I will stylize them. For the content, I want the text color to be white, and the name color should be also white, but I want the name to be Poppins, and its size should be like uh, this much is fine, and the designation should be white as well. Oh, and for the navigation, we want the arrows color to be white as well, like this. So now we have this section created. I'll update these changes. In order to view what we have done so far, we'll click on this eye icon, and we will be able to preview our changes that we have made. So the website is looking crisp, the font sizes are in line, the colors are looking fine and matching the theme, so it is looking good. Now we'll have to adjust the responsiveness. For the tablet view, we'll only have to adjust a couple of font sizes. Like this is 40, we'll keep it to 32. Nothing more needs to be done there. This is fine. Now for the mobile devices, the site is looking fine. "22" for the title. I will remove the spacing, and website is looking good on this device as well. That's it about our homepage. I'll update this, and now we can preview this page on the live. So in order to add the blog, what you have to do is to go to your dashboard and then hover your mouse over this post and click on this post. Once you click on this, you can see I already have added the post. What you need to do is to click on this add new button, and I will copy the title of this post from here and I'll paste it here. Now I will open this post, and once the post is open, I will copy the content of this post. Because I am replicating this website using WordPress with Elementor and Elementor Pro, so I'll simply copy this and I will paste it here. You can see our blog content is already there. Now click on this post and you can choose your category. I will choose MRI. You can always add the tags here, and then you can set up the featured image. I want to set up a featured image, so I'll click on this set featured image, and from here I'll select a feature image for the blog post. which is this MRI machine, and I'll select set as featured image. Once that is done, you can choose allow comments and allow ping back and trackbacks if you want. I'll keep them as they are and I'll hit publish button. Once our blog post is published, I'll check the blog post. Now it is looking like this. Now about this form, I have created these forms using this Fluent Forms Pro. I already have this plugin available. If you need, I can provide you this plugin. You will have to contact me using Facebook Messenger or my LinkedIn. So this is how our post is looking. Now what we need to do is to go to our pages, and we need to add this post on our blog page. So here we have our blog page, and I want to edit this page with Elementor. You can see that I already have these posts added. Now how I created this section, let me show you. When you will open this page, it will be blank like this. So in order to create that page, what you need to do is to select a section, and then you will search for a widget named posts. In here, drag this widget here, and from this skin you will choose cards, and we want a 3 columns layout, and we want 6 pages per post, and we want to show the images. If you want a masonry layout, you can choose this, but I'm not going to choose them. If you want to adjust the image ratio, you can always adjust the images ratio here. If you want to show or hide the title, you can do it here. You can show or hide the excerpt for blog post, which is this one. You can hide or show it from here, and from here you can choose if you want to show the dates and comments. I don't want to show the comments, but I would like to show the dates when the post is published. And then if you want this read more, then you can choose this. Otherwise you can leave as it is. So read more is good. Now if you want to hide this badge, this is the badge, you can click on this and the badge will hide, and you can uncheck this avatar and avatar will be disappeared from there. Now I would like to add a background color in this section, which will be the white color, and I would like to add some padding on the top, which will be 4% on the top and 4% on the bottom. And now you can see this is how our blog page is looking. Once that is done, I'll click on update, and I'll be able to check our blog page on our live website now. So the next step is we have to create a contact page where the customer can contact us using our website. So in order to achieve that, I'll be using a plugin which is Fluent Forms Pro. As I already have mentioned you, if you need this plugin, you can always message me on my Facebook Messenger. I'll provide the link for that in the description of my YouTube video. So now if you click on this, first of all we need to create a contact form with the similar fields. By default, when you will install this plugin, you will already have this contact form demo created here, but if it's not available, what you can do is to click on this add a new form, and then you can click on this create form. Once the plugin is installed and the form is created, you can copy this shortcode, or we can use the widget. You can see it says copy to clipboard, so our shortcode is copied to the clipboard. So next step what we need to do is to go to these pages, and now we'll find the contact us page and click on edit with Elementor. Now you may notice we have 3 columns in this page. I already have created this page. So for this, what I did is use a widget for map, which is Google Map widget, and it dragged the widget here and inserted my location in here. Then what I want to do is to make it full width, so it should contain the full width of this section, but I think the box is fine now. Next step, I have created 3 columns section, and I have used an image box widget, and I have created the image and added the text here. And the next step, I have used again the image box widget with image and the title, and next I have used the icons that we have created for the home page. I simply have copied these icons from there and paste them here. Next step, I have used again the image box, and for this I have used a widget which is Fluent Forms widget. I have pasted it here, then I choose the form which was contact form, and I do not want to show the placeholders. So this is how I inserted the form here. Once that is done, I have clicked on update, and our contact page is created on the website. In order to check the contact page, just click on this, and now you can see here we have our contact page created. And the one last thing that I wanted to show you, that how you will create this appointments form using Fluent Form. This is very basic appointment form. In order to create this form, you will head toward the dashboard, and then you will click on Fluent Forms Pro. You will click on add a new form, and you will choose a blank form. Once you will click on a blank form, the Fluent Form Pro editor will start loading, and you will have a similar interface in here. From here you can always drag these widgets and add the thing. So we have a name field, and then we have an email field, and then we have this phone field, and then I have choose a drop down field. In the drop down I have added service type, and for the placeholder, let's say we want it to be service type, and for option 1 it was MRI, and next is CT scan. Once that is done, I have edited this button and I choose submit. This is how I created the form, and I saved the form, and when I click on all forms, I have these forms created, and I copied this code, and on our website I go to pages and edited this page, and using the same Fluent Form widget I have used the appointment form for this section. I have booking form here. So this is how I created this booking page, I guess. Yes, so when I click on this book an appointment, this takes me to this booking page. So this is how you can create a hospital website. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you have any question, please contact me using my Facebook page or on LinkedIn. I will provide the URL of that. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you will never miss an update from me. I'll see you around in the next video. Thank you very much.